Hello and welcome to Chrome Story. Here we talk about Google Chrome news and how to videos and articles, um, depending on your on the website or the YouTube channel. Anyways, it's been a while, and I've been waiting for Gemini integration to come to Google Chrome, especially for my computer, right where I am. So they launched it as US only. Now it's available for all of us. And I want to take a few minutes to walk you through everything that you can do and set up on Google Chrome plus Gemini. Now, I want to start with the settings option, right? So if you go to settings on the side tab, now there is a new section called AI Innovations, and within AI Innovations, Gemini in Chrome is actually a separate subsection with a bunch of settings and features. So that's where we will start today. Now, the first option is for you to show Gemini at the top of the browser, the Ask Gemini button here. You can toggle on or off. The second one is I am pretty sure there is a Windows version of this, but now that I'm on the Mac, it shows Gemini Mac menu bar and the keyboard shortcut. So you will see the Gemini icon here on the Mac toolbar. So you can enable or disable that from here. Now this is where you can configure your keyboard shortcuts. Default options are listed here. You can remove them or you can change the keyboard shortcut to match your preference, right? So to open the Gemini option is Shift G, and navigation shortcut to leave or return to Gemini once you open it is to Shift Command G, right? And if you want to enable closed captioning provided via Gemini, you can enable this here. Now, every time you open a new tab, do you want Gemini to open on the sidebar next to it? Enable this option. So those are some behavior options that you can enable or disable, including keyboard shortcuts. Let's move on to permissions. Precise location. I think your browser already knows your location based on your Wi-Fi and other things. But if you want, you might have seen certain websites asking you, like if you use Google Maps, for example, on the web, it will ask you for your precise location to give you better navigation and so on, right? In the same way, there are websites, when you visit them, they will ask permissions. So this is the same deal. Do you want Gemini to see your precise location and tailor its responses based on that? You enable or disable that here. Same thing if you want to talk to Gemini instead of type things to it, you can enable microphone and talk to it. And this is enabled by default. This is the only one that I have enabled for now. So when you open a website, and while you're on that website and you open Gemini, do you want Gemini to see and look at the contents of that tab? I think that is a feature or a setting that you might want to enable to get more value out of Gemini in Chrome. So let me give you a demo of that. It worked when I did it with BDO some time back. Let me open Gemini. Right now, you will see that sharing this. Yeah, this notification starting with sharing, it just tells you that Gemini is actually looking at what's on the browser. It's being shared with Gemini, and it probably goes to the Google server and so on, right? So I'm going to say this video talks about a computer mice. Can you find, okay, I can't type today. Can you find an Amazon link for me to. Oh, come on, purchase it. Right, let's give it a try. So I didn't tell Gemini what that mice is about, but it's looking at the video. In the video, Jesse Driftwood primarily showcases the Logitech MX Master 4, which is correct. So it found the product, and now the second part of my request was for me to get the Amazon link, and it did, right? So it has given me two Amazon links, one for MS Master 3S and Master 4. Um, and I think it's Amazon.com because I see it. I see the prices in dollar, and it has additional details, and it's offering to help more if I'm interested in. Now, that's one way. I think that's the biggest way where you will be using Gemini on Chrome. Instead of copying and pasting parts of website or text or image from your current tab and pasting it into Gemini and asking questions based on that and so on, you can just open Gemini, and if you have enabled that setting that we just talked about, share current tab by default, Gemini already knows the context of your question, and you can just start typing your question on, or maybe start the voice chat if you have enabled microphone access. So that is one major feature. I think that's going to be the most popular feature, if I may say so. Right. So this is the most commonly used feature for me ever since I enabled Gemini integration for Google Chrome. Now, coming back to settings, you these are just links. It just opens, to your Google page to review and change things, delete your history, and so on. Now, one last thing that I want to show you before we go is the integration on the new tab page. You've already seen and used AI mode, but the plus button here now has a few more options. It has you can go back and open your recent tabs from here, upload image or upload file, and then talk to Gemini. You can change your Gemini models that are being used. If you have Pro access, definitely you will have the Pro option and then additional ones. And if you want to use Nano Banana to create images, you can do straight from here, right? So if I select here without leaving the new tab page, it just changed the context. It is actually in Gemini now, and it's image selected, right? So create a thumbnail for a video about Gemini and Chrome. Let's see what it does, right? So it opened a Gemini session inside Google Chrome. It is doing the same thing that it would do if I were to open a new tab, go to Gemini, change to Nano Banana, and then type in the prompt. But it just saved me a couple of clicks and maybe a few clicks. I mean, yeah, a few seconds, right? Okay, not a big fan of that image, but yeah, it's there if you want to use it, right? Like right from the new tab page, from this plus option, plus icon here, and you definitely have the Gemini window here. You can make it as a pop-up and separate chat. You can see your recent chats here, and it knows that I have another conversation going on here, and I can bring it here. So now it's sharing two tabs. So I think that's going to be like really interesting, right? So if let's try that. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to bring it here. Now it's looking at three different tabs. So anything that I ask is going to be in context of Chrome Stories homepage that I have open, the new tab page, and the YouTube video that I had opened earlier. So that is really pro feature that I accidentally discovered now. I hope you found this long walkthrough of Gemini in Google Chrome useful? If you did, please click that like button and let me know, or maybe ask additional questions or additional tips that you might have figured out in the comments box below. Thank you for watching.